Hey everybody, Vaughn here with the Vonster vlog, and welcome to what I think is day 88 of a year of yoga. But today we are playing with veils again. There is a link to this veil that I use down in the video description. It is 100% silk and oh so luxurious and flowy. But what also works, I think, just as well is a curtain. This is like just a silky curtain panel from like the dollar store. And I think it has just as much of a nice dramatic flair to it. And I even kind of like for some of the movements that it has a heavier fabric. So there are options. And you could use a bed sheet, you could use a bath towel, you could use like a sarong hip wrap, you could use a scarf, like an actual knitted yarn scarf. It does not have to be fancy. I've even had some of y'all who had commented on the last time we did a veils video that you just followed the movements without anything in your hands at all and still got a really great upper body exercise. So that being said, let's have some fun together. And I'm going to be starting here on my mat, and I have my veil in my hands. And the way that I like to hold it is I'll wrap it across my shoulders, and this will help me to find my hand position because I'm putting the veil like between my first and second finger, and having it just where it will go over my shoulders lets it fall open to a really nice length in the back. It gives me a really nice range of motion with what we're doing, except for on that move. But we'll be back here in this position, and we're going to start with pretty wide feet, and we are going to come down and exhale up. Ooh. Coming up onto our toes whenever we come down with that inhale. Get a nice little bit of a bend into our knees. Or we can exhale on the down and inhale up, just whichever you prefer. I'm going to put my knees a little bit wider now. Just getting that blood flowing. And now instead of bending my knees, I'm curving my back whenever we inhale, bringing my thumbs together. Exhale, curving, bringing my palms together, but really almost like we're doing a standing cat-cow. Really getting a nice crunched C curve, pulling that navel into your spine. Let's go ahead now. Just kept standing on the veil. We are going to do some snake arms. So again, just holding our veil. At the very core concept of this movement is just running our fingertips up and down like we're standing in a hallway with a wall on either side of us, just running our fingertips up and down. And then we can add in layers. I'm like super out of breath already. This is not good. I mean, I guess it is really good, but dang. We can add layers of complexity to this movement. So we can lead with our wrists coming up. I guess I'm going to give myself going all the way down to the tippy tip ends of my veil, just to give myself room to move my arms. So leading with our wrists or our shoulder, elbow, wrist release. Shoulder, elbow, wrist. And we can really start maybe even swaying side to side on this one. Just leaning as we go shoulder, elbow, wrist, shoulder, elbow, wrist. And we can just put our arms in the veil and even just starting to move it just a little bit. Really getting nice and deep, maybe even swaying and moving our head along with it. Very good, you guys. Let's go ahead, coming again, getting a nice hold onto our veils, and let's just do a little bit of just a sweep with each of our arms. So it's almost like we're just holding our arms out to the side, and we can just turn and turn, getting a full rotation in the trunk of our body. We can do this by bringing our arms up to catch the wind and down. And the bigger we make the motion, the more of an arm workout we're going to get, but also the more air we catch with that veil, which is just so much fun. I'm going to bring my hands in just a little bit tighter because I keep getting snagged on my shirt. So that's just me though, you do you. So now as we come through, we are going to sweep one arm great big and bring it around to behind our back. So this movement is a little bit of a full figure 8, and then we sweep it around again right behind us. Let's see if we can break that down and smooth it out without getting too tangled. Oh, I'm such a tangled mess today, you guys. But that's fun too. I actually think we'll try this one with the veil in front of our bodies, because it honestly it gets snagged on my ass. So we have our veil out nice and wide. There we go. So bringing it around, resting behind our back, and then bringing our left hand out, scooping around and behind us. Scoop. And then we can follow one with the other until our arms, let's just go at the same time, making a nice big figure 8. Just out in front of us. And now, palms up, just to kind of get a bearing on how we're holding our veils. If we bring our right hand in towards us and our left hand around the top, so that we're now in this position, then we can scoop it around until we're back in the front. Just scooping. And there's 4, 5, nice big arms, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. It took me a second to find my stride, but we're there. So now I'm going to untangle my fingers a little bit. And let's come in. Got a little fan going that keeps catching the veil and making my life complicated. So now we'll come around. That was the direction we were coming in. Now let's go bringing our left hand around in front of us, and then right hand thread through, and there we go. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Just making sure we're kind of alternating twice in one direction and then twice in the other. We can add a little bit of a spin to this. Whew. And just like that, y'all, my arms are whooped. I do hope that this was a nice exercise for you. Let's go ahead and hold on to our silks. I feel as though it is very, very late in the evening for me, and I'm very, very scattered. But sometimes it doesn't matter what we do. It's just that we showed up. And just that we're here, fumbling about, fooling with our silks, just having a good time, moving our bodies, enjoying ourselves. I think that's just the perfect thing to do. It's much better in my mind than taking like a day off or skipping a day or doing something, not that taking a day off is a bad thing at all, but as opposed to being like, oh, I'm just not gonna today. I still showed up on my mat. I still wiggled around, definitely got my heart rate up, got a little out of breath. And the more we show up, the more we can manage our momentum because we are going in the right direction, even if it's baby steps, even if it's millimeters. We're here, and that's an excellent step in the right direction. So I will see y'all guys tomorrow for another day in the year of yoga. Probably a little bit more yoga tomorrow, but until then, y'all keep on keeping on. Bye.